So we just finished a walk, now we're in the van. You might be able to hear some lapping. So the water's there. We've got a selection of beds. There's a crate behind me, if anyone feels safer in a crate. Up beds, down beds. So this is how we travel. And I just wanted to show my followers what I believe, and the dogs I think agree, is the best way to travel in a vehicle for a dog. It's just like life, really. Freedom. Yeah? So these dogs can go anywhere. Look, here she is, seeing what I'm up to. There's 8 in here. You wouldn't know it, would you? There's 8 dogs in here. There's 8 dogs. Look at all that space. All this putting them in a crate, separating them. You know, these the things that sometimes people are doing, which is unsociable for a dog. They're doing it out of control rather than taking responsibility, and all it really shows to me is that there's a complete lack of trust. I don't want to upset people that I know, and particularly people that I like, but it's an example of the human fear state, the perceived fears. You know, they're not real. Unless you are actually on fire, being drowned or eaten alive, whatever your fear is unfounded. It's a perception. So our perception, our fearful perception that a dog uncrated might eat another dog. Yeah, these things have happened. I've known of people where there's been a dog attack. And in the case that I know about, they were all stuck in the back, well, with no leadership. I'm in driving seat and they're all behind me, okay? So I've got full leadership in here. If anyone so much as has a little gruff, if we pull over because there's a horse going by, which happens quite a bit, you know, I've got eye contact and I say, oi, and they're like, okay, I'm not meant to gruff at a passing horse. It's never a problem. We never have a problem. So if ever you see our van going by, just because it's quiet, don't assume it's not full of dogs, all right? Because it will be. And they're all happy. They can all get a drink. They can all share a bed or get their own bed or switch beds. They can go to a window. I've got 4 windows cracked open in the back. There's 8 dogs and there's 4 cracked windows. That means 4 dogs have got a window each to smell whatever going by. Don't forget that the dog reads the whole world by scent. So if you're moving at speed in a vehicle, you've got to let air in. You've got to, even if you're cold, sorry. Ain't about you. You're moving a dog around and that dog doesn't know what you're doing. You do. So you need to communicate to your dog effectively what your intention is, and your intention should never be to stop them processing. The minute you stop them processing, you're giving them psychological damage. Okay, that's true, because they're very capable of processing everything correctly. I've only ever really worked with dogs with a bit of psychological damage. Only because things are misread and not understood. And then the dog may get labelled aggressive in worst cases, or it may get labelled nervous, and then people don't allow it to socialise. So as soon as you label a dog, that dog's life's going to go downhill. Same with a person. As soon as you label someone autistic, everyone's behaviour around them changes. As soon as you label a man a she, then all of the attitudes change. You know, we're all people, we all have names. If we choose not to use our name, we can say I'm a person. We're all people. Dogs are all dogs. It doesn't matter who you think your dog is, it's a dog. It's a dog before what you've called it and what you've decided it is, and what you've decided, you know, it needs. All right, so if you think you have an aggressive dog, you haven't. You've got a misunderstood dog. If you think you've got a fearful dog, yeah, you've got a fearful dog, but it doesn't mean it's got to stay fearful forever, all right? You can fix that. You can fix that in 3 weeks, okay? So in the back, I can't even see where she is. Let me zoom in. Oh, I can't zoom in. There's a collie in the back next to Lab, a white collie. So she had 6 years petrified of people. She had a year, no, maybe three years or something petrified of people, and then she's a couple of years of staying nervous, giving them a wide berth, certainly barking if they come close. And she's done now, yeah, a year or a little bit longer, assessing from a distance, and having no issues with people at all. If she's assessed them from a distance, she don't like the look of them, believe me, I've already picked up on that energy as well. You can tell by a walk. You know, you can tell intentions by the way people move. You tell the energy that they're carrying by the way they move, just like you can with a horse and a dog. Person's the same. So we can assess at a distance, and because I'm not restraining her, I'm not controlling her, I'm being responsible for her, I make sure that she always has full freedom, so she can remove herself from anything that makes her feel edgy. Then we're doing the right thing. We're avoiding things, you know. So yeah, it's probably a lot of info there, isn't it? Well, we've been on holiday for a week and I've not really done anything, and I wanted to talk on the walk, but we went up the hill. It was a little bit breezy, so I've done it in the van. So important things, let me give you some tips for your dogs, because we all love dogs, don't we? Even if we're making mistakes, our intentions are good. So the point that we need to move on with is what are we not doing that we need to do, or what are we doing that we don't need to do, we need to stop doing. So when you're traveling in the car, doesn't matter if it's cold, raining, you're gonna have to have a window cracked open. The dog has got to process where they are. All right, stay happy and sane. And you want to give full freedom, ideally. So if you're struggling because your dog wants to jump on your lap, all right, and put them, you know, get a hatchback and put him in the back. They can see you, they can smell you, they are behind you. Don't forget, if you're driving, it's like when you're walking, if you're in control and you're taking responsibility and those dogs are responding to you for their welfare and all their needs taken, and they look up to you in that true leadership fashion that a good dog will, a good loyal dog is going to want a good leader. If you're going to be that leader, you've got to be in the front. So you can't have your dog on your lap, and you can't have your dog in your front seat next to you, because you're telling them that they're I mean, a dog that's balanced, you can say, you can tell them to go wherever they want, wherever you want them to go, and they will respect you. But if you are struggling with your dog and you put them on the front seat next to you, then you've asked them to share the leadership role just by the position of where you've put them. So windows cracked, give lots of freedom, and what you'll have is very relaxed dogs for your journey. And you will find, if you've had issues with travel sickness with dogs, you treat them this way, they're not going to feel sick. It was anxiety, okay, that's making them ill, not the travelling. All right, well, take care, guys, and hopefully soon I'll do another little thing and we can share some useful tips about how to keep our dogs happy, and if we meet any dogs that aren't happy, how we can help them to be happy. And all of that being said, how to keep yourself happy and the other people happy around you. All right, because it's the people really have a big issue. So yeah, high vibing, guys. Happy eclipse. Be eclipse later. You should be feeling the energy now. So yeah, have a good one. Take care.